LoreWarrior Double Feature, SPT-N2 Spartan. Disclaimer, you may hear some background noise. Still again, all been recorded on the same day for anyone who's been paying attention. It's hot, has been hot, and you may hear... Oh, okay. Overview. Just before the start of the Amaris Civil War, the Star League begun full production of the Spartan-class battlemech at Martinson Armaments on Terra. Martinson delivered 600 Spartans to the SLDF before Amaris' troops took Terra and destroyed the production facility. According to Comstar records, General Kerensky took 50 of the 200 Spartans that had survived the Amaris Civil War with him during the Exodus. The last known operational Spartan, aside from those amongst the Comguard, was believed destroyed during the Third Succession War. Capabilities. Built as a general service battlemech, the Spartan is fast, mobile, and able to deliver deadly firepower at all ranges. It has a top speed of more than 86 kph, making it faster than other mechs in its weight class. The core of its firepower is a Kinslaughter extended range PPC, backed by 3 medium pulse lasers and 2 Streak SRM2s. Because of the Kinslaughter's superior workmanship and special insulating cones installed in the H-class ERPPC, this model produces less heat than other ERPPCs. Currently, only Comstar and the Word Blake are building the Kinslaughter H-class ERPPC, and to help the Spartan dissipate this tremendous heat build-up by its weapons, the N2 model is equipped with 13 double heat sinks. The Spartan is also equipped with a MacArthur AMS system and 2 tons of ammunition. During the Comguard's battles on Tukiad, Spartan pilots found that the placement of the AMS, low in the mech's waist, made it prone to jamming when the mech ran or twisted its torso. Fortunately, technicians easily solved this problem by moving the system higher up in the torso. The Spartan's armor protection is above average, with 14 tons of armor covering the frame. The Spartan also mounts a tag system in its left torso to help direct friendly artillery fire. Deployment. 19 of the known operational Spartans are deployed in Comstar's Comguard, and a few others belong to 3 mercenary units. Ronda's Irregulars has 4 Spartans. 2 Merc units operating in the periphery, the Blackheart Roses and the Blackstone Highlanders, have 2 Spartans each. All are priceless, as no new Spartans have been built in more than 200 years. Variants. The only current existing variant of the Spartan, the SPT-NF, features case in the left and right torsos, but lacks the original design's tag system. 3058 Upgrade Overview. In the face of increasing periphery unrest, the first SLDF was forced to redeploy ever greater numbers of troops in an attempt to maintain order. Worse, a growing number of incidents demonstrated that the regular army was in danger of losing the technological edge that it enjoyed since the formation of the Star League. Little did the League know that Stefan Amaris was secretly aiding the periphery dissidents in order to draw off the bulk of the Terran forces. Under General Alexander Kerensky's direction, the High Command invited tenders for advanced weapons designs. Martinson Armaments answered the requirement for a fast assault mech with their SPT-N2 Spartan design. Capabilities. Learning from Wells Technologies' mistakes with the CGR-1A1 Charger, Martinson Armaments produced a design for a fast assault mech which comprised neither on weapons nor protection. With an XL power plant, the Spartan could achieve top speeds of over 85 kph, yet still mount a formidable 14 tons of armor. Likewise, an extended range PPC backed by 3 medium pulse lasers and 2 SRM2 Streak missile racks provided the kind of punch the SLDF needed. The Spartan was an obvious candidate to serve as a platform for a tag system, allowing it to perform as a highly effective artillery spotter. Mounted low in the torso, the MacArthur anti-missile system proved prone to jamming when the mech ran or performed torso twists, and centuries later the Comguard rediscovered this problem during the historic battles on Tukiad. Comstar technicians finally resolved the issue by moving the system higher up in the right torso. Deployment. Entering full production just before the Amaris coup, Martinson Armaments' manufacturing plant was destroyed by Rimworld's troops during the takeover of Terra. Perhaps 200 survived the ensuing civil war, with 50 accompanying General Kerensky into exile. The grinding attrition of the succession wars removed the Spartan from the battlefield, or so people believed. The design resurfaced in the ranks of the Comguard, with 19 surviving the bloodbath on Tukiad. 12 of these now remain in service with Comstar, while 7 more fell into the hands of the Word of Blake. Many of these machines have been involved in the recent fighting in the Chaos March. Several mercenary commands have been seen operating a handful of these, 4 are in the possession of Ronda's irregulars, who began to field Star League-era equipment in 3037. Conflicting rumours suggest that the irregulars either discovered forgotten supplies from the SLDF or somehow absconded with Comguard equipment. The Blackheart Roses and Blackstone Highlanders also field Spartans, probably reconditioned relics from the Succession Wars. The revitalised Knights of St. Cameron have added a single Spartan to their ranks. Its origins, like that of the Knights themselves, and their equipment remain a mystery, but has since sparked rumours that an unknown manufacturing centre is producing the Spartan once more. Variants. Of the Spartans manufactured, approximately 1/4 were the NF variant, which dropped the tag system and mounted case in the left or right torso. Several Comguard Spartans have been modified to carry the C3 improved system in place of the temperamental AMS. In addition, ER medium lasers replaced the pulse models and 3 additional heatsinks are installed. The Word of Blake has made similar modifications to Spartans, serving alongside their improved equipped units. Notable mech warriors. Sharonus Wayne. Formerly a member of the 19th Lyran Guards, Sharonus Wayne unexpectedly received a highly unusual transfer to Snord's Irregulars after abandoning her post to search for the antique dolls that are her passion. Since joining the Irregulars in 3035, Wayne has served in the command lance, first at the controls of a vintage Clint, and then in the cockpit of the Spartan that she named the Atomic Doll. During the War of 3039, Sharonus Wayne adopted a tradition of leaving a calling card in the cockpit of each battlemech she's bested in combat, a headless doll. Demi-presenter Edmund Ridds. Commander of what is left of the Phantoms 3 Gamma, Ridds is also the senior surviving officer from the 83rd Division, known as the White Cyclones. Attacked by a superior Blakist force on tall trees, of course it would be, it fell to Ridds to lead the breakout from the besieged city of Helena in his Spartan. Using the speed of his rare battlemech, Ridds kept his troops together, offering encouragement and support. Always in the thickest of the fighting, he sorely tested his assault mech's heavy armour. The last aboard the waiting dropships, his Spartan was stripped of armour and missing an arm, but was otherwise operational. So the Spartan, a 80-tonner, chassis is Geometric 500 Hardcore, power plant is the Dantrous 400 XL, its cruise speed of 54, its max speed is 86 kph, no jump capacity, its armour is Strasbourg Armaments 206 Diamond Weave, it's equipped with a single Kinslaughter H-Class ERPPC, 3 Blackenberg medium pulse lasers, 2 Holly Streak SRM racks, and 1 MacArthur AMS system. It's produced by, or was I guess, Martinson Armaments with no known primary factory. Communication system is the Blow 300 SNA net, and targeting and tracking is the Scope 40 RNDST. Translates to a walk of 5 and a run of 8, which is very good for an 80-tonner. It has 26 dissipation from its 13 double heat sinks. Has 9 armour on the head, 31 on the CT with 12 on the rear, 26 on the right and left torso with 8 on the rear, and 26 on the arms and legs. The ERPPC is located in the left torso, the medium pulses are all located in the right arm, and the Streak SRM2s are located in the CT, with plenty of ammo in the left torso. The AMS is in the right torso. Is in the right torso, and the ammo for the AMS is also in the right torso. I don't think the artwork unfortunately shows where the AMS system is in the right torso there. In the image, you can see the missile racks and stuff, which, by the looks of it, are massive. Apparently the 2 missiles are absolutely gigantic. There's a tag laser also somewhere in the left torso, but it's kind of hard to see where that is. You know what? I looked at the artwork initially, and I thought, it looks a bit dumpy, but, you know, with the write-up and stuff, I don't mind this mech. I like the idea of it. It's not super well armoured for a mech of its size. That makes sense, given its emphasis on speed. But it's kind of like a supercharger in that respect. What if we tried to make something as fast or around the same speed as the Charger, but actually gave it weapons? And this is the result. Yes, it needs a 400 XL, and I know there's a lot of people out there who aren't fans of XL engines in their mechs, especially with the idea that you take one too many a crit there and the whole thing is gone. But I don't know. I think it works out, being able to run at that speed and be able to do pretty good damage. The fact that the ERPPC and the medium pulses alone can do some pretty significant damage, but add in the streaks as well, you got a decent alpha strike there. I don't know where it comes up with this idea that the specific H-class ERPPC in it has some kind of improved heat venting system. That there's no rules for it, unfortunately. It's not like more efficient or anything. It's a nice bit of fluff for the universe, but it's that annoying fluff where it'll say that something's really good or it's more efficient, that kind of thing, and it doesn't have any rules example or an improvement there, which is a shame, because it would be cool. If there was these little quirks like that normally, and I know later on they did produce books, obviously, that introduce things like mech quirks. For instance, the Marauder's main gun can rotate 360 degrees, or that kind of thing, and you can fire in any direction. But as just the base standard rules, there's no kind of side note that says, oh yeah, you know, it is more efficient. This ERPPC model produces 8 heat instead of 10, or that kind of thing. Which, yeah, considering the mech is supposed to be virtually impossible to get hold of, I don't think it would be a big rules issue. Unless by now they may have updated this book since and said, oh yeah, the Spartan's back. Yeah, the word of Blake, they're knocking these things out 10 a penny, like by the next TRO. Yeah, so Spartan, mate. Yeah, we've got shitloads of them. Yeah, in the back, what colour do you want it in? Yeah, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's not a bad mech, actually. If they ever did a model of this, I'd pick one up. It's quite nice. I still don't understand what the big bit at the bottom's all about. It looks like a retro thruster or something, like it's going to take off, but it doesn't have anything like that. So, again, it's all right. It's fine. But I've waffled enough, and apparently I can't mention that it's been warm, and that's why you might hear birds on the background. That annoys the bro.
Just get on with it.
You see what he's like.
No one's interested.
No one cares. And then there'll be somebody in the comments who goes, Rocket, I can hear birdsong in the background.
Now, no one's going to care.
A year from now, no one's going to care. They will. They'll be sat there, they'll be listening while they're driving or something. And they'll go, what the fuck is this birdsong? And they will rip out the not existent cassette system, because that doesn't exist in their car. They'll throw it out the window.
Good.